alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We are getting started. the diplomats. Then we have Aga Khan. Is Aga Khan there? What are you? The Flying Eagles. Are you going to fly or you are going to crawl? Okay. Then we have Kakunguru. What are you? The hissing cobras, eh? Are you going to spit venom? Are you going to spit venom? Then Ruangura. Eh? The giants, eh? Let me hope you are not going to be reduced to Africa House. Africa House should be backstage. DJ, sample us as we get ready.
I wanna take a picture so this could last longer for me. Yeah, take my secrets, got them like precious money. I never want to hear you quiet, so I write songs for you. And I believe, yes I believe, I'm falling for you like a thief, breaking the knees. Just when I see you, I feel to steal the keys to your heart again. Yeah, yes I believe, I'm falling for you like a thief, breaking the knees. Just when I see you, I feel to steal the keys to your heart again. My baby bad, my baby good, my baby all the things I need. My baby bust up beside us, my baby bust up beside us. My baby bad, my baby good, my baby all the things I need. My baby bust up beside us.
This thing that you're doing to my body is not funny. You go down big man to begin, yo. Oh my shawty, this love that you're showing, they confusing my head like I don't smoke, I did something, yo. If I ain't get I have to party, yo. Your body high me like Colorado, your body do me like Iniedo, killing me slow. If I ain't get I have to party, yo. Your body high me like Colorado, your body do me like Iniedo, killing me slow. There is something about your body when they high me like I don't smoke Colorado, yeah. Cause the way that you control me like a console, I'm your game boy, I'm your god of all, I want to be your man, oh. Find out you party, your body high me like Colorado, your body high me like Colorado. Find out you party, your body high me like Colorado, your body do me like Colorado. Ever since I got my first hit song, getting jealous. Silly ass protest niggas. But since I got famous, I know they might I couldn't care less. Cause I know there isn't some kind things, the kind things when no consign me. I just they run my things, yeah. And I know they think it's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. I know they think it's my lifestyle. Yeah. Oh, it's my lifestyle. Yeah. They can you are better than most of them. Them they expect me make a fool for them. I know they post for them. I know they online for 2 weeks. Them say I they ghost on them. That their own problem. On G, I thank those who discover me. All I me day but do honesty. Many girls where they gon' find me. I no get time, but in the meantime, come give me something we go ginger. Give it to me while I lean back. Nothing may go fit to hinder my love for you, Lisa. I go fly, you go Ibiza. You know if we did the visa. Yeah. Now no my level, it's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. I
Run me like a lap dance. Wanna choose, wanna give a chance. Busy body like a wakabi, like a bomba karoboto. Boy, quindi gida, watching me so kuveri mulekeza. To because I got on such a barume. Never tell me money back. Oh, take it easy, easy like ABC. Show emergency. I want me if it to prove it to you. I'm already go, baby, you me run out. This is how I want it to.
Okay, thank you very much, the DJ. We are getting started. But for purposes of... Hi guys. Are you aware that you are live on YouTube? Are you sure? Yes, you are live on YouTube. Some of your relatives, your guardians, your parents in the diaspora could be watching you now. Therefore, we need this kind of order. If you don't belong to a particular house, if you have a t-shirt that does not belong to that particular camp, please can you vacate? I don't want to see red among green. I don't want to see yellow among blue. Neither do I want to see red. Okay? Please let those t-shirts. Secondly, if you know you are not putting on a house t-shirt, we shall request you kindly, for coverage purposes, we want uniformity. You move a little back where the cameras cannot focus on you. Yes. If it is yellow, we want to see yellow in front. If it is green, we want to see yellow in front, green in front. Red, it's only red in front, and then blue, only blue in front. It is warm enough for us to have sweaters on. We can also remove those sweaters. Yes, we want everybody who is watching us live to see a real good picture of KIBULI SS. My co-MC of the day is Hajat Nanyombi, and she will be co-MCing with me. Actually, she's the main MC. Yes.
Hello, people. Hello, students. You're welcome to the annual MDD event.
Okay, DJ, are we ready with the anthems? Can all of us stand up for the anthems?
Soka, Bara menyo
twesinyenyo olwa Buganda yaffe ekitiibwa kya Buganda kyavadda naffe tukikuumenga fabana baleno katulwane okukuza Buganda nga tujjukira nnyo bajjajja baffe bafiirira ensi yaffe twesimye nnyo olwa Buganda yaffe ekitiibwa kya Buganda kyavadda naffe tukikuumenga.
Thank you very much. Can we have the curtains opened for Africa to give us the anthem? Meanwhile, Aga Khan, be backstage. Kakungulu, be backstage. We are going to request you to be silent because they are not using public address systems. Let's be silent. But we sing our school anthem while standing.
Wow, that was a performance from Africa House. Can we give a round of applause for Africa? Thank you so much, Africa House, for that performance. Next on stage, we have Aga Khan. A round of applause for Aga Khan. Aga Khan House next on stage. Indeed, the only school. A round of applause for the only school. Thank you so much, Aga Khan House, for that great performance. Thank you indeed. Next on stage, we have Kakungulu House. The Hissing Cobras, are you there? Are you ready? Thank you so much, Kakungulu House, for that performance. Next on stage, we have Luangula House, the Giants.
Thank you, Kakungulu. Luangula House, let's get on stage. Meanwhile, Africa, Africa, you should be ready for the next presentation. Be reminded that the next set of presentation, that's where adjudication starts from. We are going to be strict on time. Any delay beyond 5 minutes costs your house max.
Can we listen?
Arise, 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 the school of fame. Seek for knowledge, serves as a motto. Love for hard work, coupled with a discipline. These are the pillars that hold the school. Kibuli, oh Kibuli, we love you. That's why we bow to uphold you. That's why we bow, oh Kibuli, the only school. Oh Lord, in your hands we commit this lovely school. Bless it forever, parents and teachers that do care for us all. Guide us, oh dear Lord, show us the way. Kibuli, oh Kibuli, we love you. That's why we bow to uphold you. That's why we bow, oh Kibuli, the only school.
Indeed, the only school. A round of applause for Luangula House. A round of applause for Luangula House. No one is clapping for Luangula House. Okay, thank you so much, Luangula House, for that performance.
We are going in for the next set of presentation, and this is where adjudication starts from. I announced Africa as first, but you have your programs, and it's Aga Khan first on stage. Aga Khan, can we have your team, whether it's an individual or a group, presenting the speech to be here? And I expect all the presenters of the speech to be assembled at this point. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, you are welcome to this function. And I would like to take this opportunity to tell you that we are privileged to have visitors amongst us. With us, ladies and gentlemen, we have our neighbors. We have our neighbors. Mr. Haji Chijambu is behind there. He knows the Luganda proverb that talks about neighbors. Omulirano? Yes. With us, ladies and gentlemen, we have Mr. Wilberforce Kamengo, head teacher, Green Hill Academy Secondary School. Please, can you stand up for recognition, sir? We also have with us our immediate neighbor, our good neighbor, the school represented by none other than its head teacher, Haji Buwembo Jamil, head teacher, Kakungulu Memorial School. Our beloved guests, thank you so much for honoring our invitation, and we are glad that we have got neighbors who are always a call away. Thank you so much for being with us here.
Our theme for today is A Better World Starts With Me. That's our theme for today. So we have Aga Khan House with a speech. And the title is Be the Change. Can we listen carefully, dear students?
Our guest of honor, the Minister of State for Higher Education, Honorable John Chrysostom Muyingo, the political and religious leaders here present, the Management Committee of KIBULI Secondary School, the parents and other distinguished guests, the staff and students of KIBULI Secondary School, ladies and gentlemen, I greet you and send the mighty salam to all of you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. To the Christian fraternity, God is good and all the time. My name is Dr. Nalukwago Sumaya, a motivational speaker from the Aga Khan Foundation and a former student of KIBULI Secondary School. The UACE class of 1999, I think you remember Yokagazimunyo. You had nicknamed me the academic VIP. Some of them are seated there. I see them. You can imagine their parents now. You see God's wonders? On behalf of the Aga Khan Foundation, I am very pleased to address you on this special session of the Career Day here at KIBULI Secondary School. And given today's excellent theme, A Better World Begins With Me, I have prepared a very good package and I'm sure you'll have a very productive and informative day. Before I unveil my package, I would like to first of all commiserate with all of you that have been affected by the dreadful pandemic known as COVID-19. And I'm sure that nobody has been spared in this, including myself. But all in all, I welcome you to the new normal as we continue to fight against the pandemic. To begin with, ladies and gentlemen, we're here today on this Career Day because of our children studying in this school. We're here to build them, to shape them so that we can see a better world. The children are going to grow up faster than the previous generations. And this is evident, very. The pandemic has shaken up the status quo and laid bare a lot of the world's deep-seated problems. It has awakened a lot of us to the fact that the old ways of doing things just don't work. That it doesn't matter how much money you make if everyone around you is hungry and sick. And that our society only becomes better when we think not just about ourselves, but about each other. So today, I want to ask all of you, ladies and gentlemen, even the students, according to our theme, what is your contribution going to be? Okay. What problems are you going to solve? What discoveries will you make? What will the future generations say about what all of us did for this world? You see, you have got no answers at all. Now, tell your neighbor that a better world begins with me and you. I want to see you tell them. Tell the neighbor we have got to answer the questions that Dr. Sumaya has asked. Yes, we have to be the solution, not part of the world problems. There are a myriad of world problems, but we are lacking solutions to address those problems. For example, the dreadful COVID-19 pandemic and its impact on the people, human rights abuses, social evils such as corruption, poverty, and many others. World problems require world solutions. Me and you are the solution. We need to give our loyalty to humanity and the web of life. To make this world better, it requires a new kind of thinking and new loyalties that transcend the nation state. Ladies and gentlemen, according to the World Bank 2020 report on poverty, with Uganda being the case study, poverty moderately increased from 10.7% to 21.4%, and inequality rose from 41 to 42.8%. Remember, poverty is associated with a lot of atrocities, such as malnutrition, low levels or totally no education for the poor, ill health, etc. But with such worrying statistical figures, many rich people are still throwing away a lot of food as the poor die of hunger. So many people, rich people with millions of money, can't help a poor man's child to attain basic needs such as education. Can you imagine? You know, think about that expensive trip to Dubai with all the bad things that are really happening in our country. Is it really worth it? Try to think of those answers. Why? And why do we waste a lot of money on things that are really not important to society? While some people around us don't even have a shilling to survive, ladies and gentlemen, we should try to find the balance. We live in an unfair world, but we can make a difference. Our leaders, people are willing to try new and daring things if they have good leadership. You should be exemplary, but with corruption deep-rooted in your offices. Can this world really get better? A better world begins with me and you. Try to meditate, please. Now, fellow parents, COVID-19 has exposed you. Many of the children have got spoiled while they are in your custody. You send them to school to attain education for a bright future, but you leave the burden of grooming them to the teachers alone. Now, the absence of school has exposed you. You better wake up before the situation gets out of hand. And remember that charity begins at home and does not end there. And the Baganda also say, Mwana mujimu afa ku ngozi. So, a better world begins with me and you. The parents, You should groom and shape these children while at home. You need to take on responsibilities. Now, kati ndikumwa abayizi baffe abalungi. Please lend me your ears because I came here specifically for you. I know some of you are still adjusting to being back to school. But I'm here today because I have something important to discuss with you. Now, this question comes to you direct. Do you know why you're here? Do you know what is expected of you while in school and after school? You should get answers. You can have the most dedicated and competent teachers, the most caring and supportive parents who choose to bring you to KIBULI Secondary School because it's one of the best schools in the world. But none of it will matter unless you fulfill your responsibilities, unless you pay attention to those good teachers, listen to your parents, and put in the hard work it takes to succeed. And this isn't just important for your own life and future. What you make of your education will decide nothing less than the future of this nation. You know, every time you get into a classroom, make it a mission to get good education. Don't just do it for your parents or teachers. With all the challenge this nation faces currently, nobody can tell you, no, you're too young to understand. This is your generation's world to shape. As I conclude my speech, I implore each one of us here to be the solution, but not the world problems. Because making this world better, it is a necessary burden to all of us. Let's try to be helpful to each other. We should participate in nation building in every way possible. Our children, you will need the knowledge and problem-solving skills that the teachers give you. As the writer Zadie Smith said, progress is never permanent. It must be redoubled, reinstated, and reimagined if it is to survive. Let's keep being zealous and persistent in this struggle to make this world better. I end this speech with my poetic expression written by Dr. Kagolobia of Makerere University. Wake up, you people, for this is a war. Put on your shoes and move to the road that leads to saving our gold. I mean this world. People out there, we need to be bold, no matter whether young or even the old. Don't fold hands and wait to be told. That is all I had in my package, my exquisite package I had for you. Thank you very much for listening, for God and my country.
That was Aga Khan House with the OG. A round of applause for Aga Khan House.
Yes, that was Dr. Sumaya, and I know she will get there. A better world starts with me. Thank you so much for the presentation. Aga Khan, are you there? Can I hear you? All right. Hopefully, Africa is already backstage. Africa is already backstage. Sorry, is it Kakungulu? Kakungulu, yes, you should be backstage. Kakungulu, you should be backstage. I told you that we are live on YouTube. And one of the comments I've just read shows that KIBULI is a step ahead. We are being watched live. MC, what do you have to say?
A round of applause for the only school. This technology you find in the only school. Clap for yourselves. All these activities you find in the only school. A school full package, so to say. A school with good education, sports activities, and entertainment. MDD, Ministry of Education and Sports, covers all the entities. Can we clap for ourselves for following the guidelines for the Minister of Education and Sports.
Can we clap for the head teacher for the good organization? Can we clap for all our teachers? Okay, thank you so much. Yes, I expect Luangula to be backstage. You are next after
Right now we
Kakungulu.
have Kakungulu House, and the title is Change Begins With Me.
Change begins with them, with me, with you, with everyone.
It's my thing, inshallah. The Prime Minister, other ministers, members of Parliament, distinguished guests, a good morning to you all. Most of you know me, not so? Well, I am Professor Nsamba Twalha from the University of Makerere and a visiting professor at the University of Durban. I am acquainted with Africa, particularly Uganda, and have watched Peter Thiel's theory of crowds play out here. I thank you for granting me the opportunity to speak at this symposium on A Better World Starts With Me. And thank you for turning up in such large numbers. Please, clap for yourselves. Thank you, thank you. October 9th, 1962, Uganda was granted independence. Today, in 2022, we face endemic corruption, a high number of people living below the poverty line. Unemployment rate is through the roof, poor sanitation, along with the diseases that come with it, the likes of cholera, typhoid, among others. We face a high illiteracy rate in the country, and worst of all, poor governance. Fellow Ugandans, is this what we fought for? Have 60 years really been a waste? Brothers and sisters, is this what we want to hand down to our children? When our fathers stood and fought for what they thought was right, shall we merely sit down and let their sweat and life's work burn down to ash like a piece of paper? The answer is no. A big, big no. Folks, I believe it's time we stood in the sun. It's time we put on the gloves and walked in the mud. For big dreams are not achieved with tears, but rather with sweat. The condition is poor, but only we can change it. The future is ours to enjoy, but only after we have built it will there be something to enjoy. Ladies and gentlemen, if not now, when? Semujunganda, a distinguished member of parliament, once said, countries can have accidents. Somalia had an accident, and now it is in pieces. Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country, said John F. Kennedy, a former president of the United States. Changing our condition and realizing what we want starts with me, with you, the student, the teacher, the elder, the leader, all of us. For we are one, and when united, the sky is the limit. Like Professor Ogwang with Covidex, Makerere students with Chira EV, Watoto Church turning the needy into valuable citizens. I myself was nurtured by KIBULI Secondary School, an institution that was built on land donated by Prince Badru Kakungulu. Ladies and gentlemen, we all have the potential to change the world. Let us clean that compound. Let us send that child to school. And let us hold the pen until the gun speaks no more. To the student in you, knowledge is the key to the puzzles and problems of this world. It is with knowledge that we can cure cancer, we can fight crime, and at best, we can push this country forward with everlasting solutions in infrastructure like iconic roads and skyscrapers, thereby creating millions of good-paying jobs and improving the lives of potentially thousands, if not millions of Ugandans. It is with knowledge that we can do the impossible in vital fields like medicine, saving lives along the way. We can bridge gaps in law and take the lead in the tech revolution, building state-of-the-art gadgets for a global market. Indeed, in a world of 5G technology and the green energy revolution, only the educated shall prevail. To the elders, sending your child to school is not spoiling them. It's time we abandon some of the morally wrong beliefs for the good of the entire country. Being a woman does not mean you can't go to school or lead the country. Likewise, being old does not mean you can't study. Yes, it is true, old age comes with knowledge, but there is still more to learn, and admitting to that is just being human. To the leaders of today, you have done well, but Uganda deserves more. This country, after 60 years too many, is going backwards. Our method of governance needs to be revised. There is a lot of work to do. The roads are significantly poor. The education needs reform. Hospitals need medicine. Let us improve and do more to the way we lead. What will be left to lead when we have murdered the souls of an entire nation? The problem with Uganda is not the people, but the leaders who overstay in power, said Yoweri Kaguta Museveni in his book, Sowing the Mustard Seed. To the leaders of tomorrow, let us make not the mistakes of the leaders of today, for Uganda has bled enough. The obligation is ours to weed the garden from which we eat. We ought to build the country that we proudly sing in the anthem and raise the stripes on the flag through the fog to the sky, representing the reason the crested crane's second leg is in motion, an ever-progressing nation. But as we lay the groundwork for a change, let us remember to forgive one another, for we are brothers and sisters. We Ugandans are a team, and there are no sides in this war. Let us not fight each other. Division is an enemy of progress. This is not the end. It is not the beginning of the end, but perhaps it is the end of the beginning, said Winston Churchill, arguably the best Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. As we walk back home today, let us hold the love for our motherland more than the love for our stomachs. Let us think change, positive change. Let us be the change that we preach. May God bless you, and may God bless this great nation. Thank you.
Wow! Can we give Nsamba, Professor Nsamba, another round of applause? Okay. That has been Kakongolo House. That has been Kakongolo House presenting their speech entitled Change Begins With Me. Yes, I can see the house spirit, the patron, Mr. Liku, Mr. Wanzala. That is the spirit. Thank you so much. Next on stage, we have got Luwangula House, the Giants, with a speech entitled, I Speak to Be Amplified. I speak to be amplified. Meanwhile, as we tend towards the last speech, the second last and the last speech, we should be having Kakongolo House backstage.
incomes of the world's 100 richest people could have ended global poverty 4 times over in 2012. Yes, 4 times over. Should we blame the politicians or the laws that control behavior? Is it society that disagrees with our thoughts, or the seasons, rain, sunshine, spring, or autumn? Can we blame the birds in the sky, the trees that give us breath, even when cut without complaint? No, I blame him, I blame her, I blame you, and I blame all of us for keeping silent about the murders, mass shootings, poverty, hunger, discrimination. But I promise you that I, Buyinza Latifa, from Luangula Parish, shall break the silence as I speak to be amplified, for a better world starts with me, inshallah. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Forgive me for starting in high gear, but the matters before us are alarming, scary, and if not, downright terrifying. However, it's an honor. Thank you for inviting me to speak to you on your Parish Development Day. Mahatma Gandhi said, if you want to change the world, you start with yourself. But how can we change the world if we can know better ourselves? How do we expect calm and order in this country if we are not calm and disciplined citizens of this country? Yes? This is why today I choose to speak and be amplified. Although many have chosen to go watch, complain, go on and on about what could be done, had you been someone, somewhere, something in a crisis, nawamba mimi na wewe kusikiliza sauti ya watoto, sauti ya mazingira, sauti ya watu miskini. Je vous pray, je vous demand and pray. Get up, speak out for all posterity. Bad things happening. Why? Good people keep silent. Blessed with intelligence and a set of skills, we the human race have been placed on this earth for a purpose, and it's our duty to discover what that purpose is. Many feel that task of positive change is impossible, something to be left to visionaries like Gandhi, Nelson Mandela. An altruistic act may be small as smiling, wishing someone good morning, or complimenting a girl about the low self-esteem she has by telling her she looks beautiful. It may be impactful as building a house for a homeless family. By completing these small acts of kindness, the world will be a better place. Eventually, when you have the means, these small acts will evolve into something better. Like helping people in less developed countries, adopting a child, choosing careers that will improve lives. Moving on to serve government to Yambe. A better world starts with you and me. A better world started with Dr. Martin Luther King saying, I have a dream. A better world started with Mark Zuckerberg creating Facebook. Now social media is the thing. A better world started with Steve Jobs creating Apple. The world is better with these appliances. A better world started with Dr. Lukwiya, a Ugandan doctor who died at the forefront of 2000 Ebola outbreak. He didn't run away. He chose to stay and save lives. Unfortunately, he failed to save his own. May we observe a moment of silence, please. May his soul rest in peace. Most recently, Dr. Epodoy Joseph, a consultant surgeon, led a team at Soroti Referral to separate conjoined twins, one of whom had died at birth. This case had been dismissed at Amuria Hospital, neglected at Mulago Hospital, but after 6 days, the conjoined twin was separated from the dead body by a local team of doctors. So don't make it impractical from your phone screen, unachievable when you sit and scroll your news feed.
as if you can't see. Feel or hear the wails and torments from your numbness and silence. Aren't you tired of reading this on media? Exhausted from watching this on TV? Worn out from bada talk? Now, listen. Listen well to that human part of you, conscious. That second, that minute you're taking off to breathe could be a child dying of dehydration, a woman getting kidnapped, a girl getting into prostitution. That second is humanity being destroyed. Lakini nakuliza, je, umefanya nini? With great power comes great responsibility. How can we live in a world of give and take with money in the hands of a few, yet poverty languishes in the rest of population? Love does not need a captain and a crew, but rather unity and compassion, empathy. Gentlemen in uniform, be the change. Don't harass people. What if it's an in-law? Imagine them coming home for Christmas and they recognize your face. You doctor at outpatients wards, be the change. First save a life before you ask for cash. Mr. Teacher, you're handling the next generation, the foundation of any country. Be the change. Njagala oseyo moyo. Equip yourself to equip others. Give selflessly to enrich the rest. Let's be the doers of what we preach. Do not build a mansion on riverbanks and complain about climate change. Drive a sizable car to prevent carbon emissions. That is to say, in some government leaders of some countries like Sweden have decided to ride bicycles. Bicycles. This is to lead by example. I want you to be the change. Be the change in all you do. Now think of all the times you would have done something, anything. You would have reported that cheating student. Now your papers are all withheld. Parent, you would have cancelled your daughter or son. Now your kid smokes too because of the neighbor's kid's influence. Parent, Mr. Lecturer, you would have resisted that first female student. Now the whole class knows you give marks for something. So, I want you to be the change. Be the change in all you see. You would have resisted her. Na yengo fati. So be the change in all you want to be. Be the change in all you see. Rather than waiting to make things new, improve them by the things you do. A better world starts with you and me. In certain developed countries, they open a bank account for every newborn for financial savings. I propose we plant a tree. In other countries, they provide free medical care to their citizens. In my simple capacity, I have provided face masks and free sanitizers to fight this deadly virus we are facing right now. COVID-19 is really serious, very serious. But aside from COVID-19, I also provide pads for the girls to provide for them free, like to attain the equal education as the boys. Thanking all those who continuously help in the terms of giving bursaries to the needy. I had the good works of a dear head teacher of KIBULI Secondary School. Thank you very much. Your work is wonderfully appreciated. I dedicate this song to each and every one of you in this place. I want to say,
oh, na. Oh, na, 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 na. Oh,
Wow, 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 wow. Can we give Luangula a round of applause? MC.
Yes.
Chichechiri wano.
I'm beaten.
Okay.
The competition is really tight right now.
It's getting hotter and hotter and hotter.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Luangula, the Giants. That has been their speech entitled, I Speak to Be Amplified. Ladies and gentlemen, our parents who are watching us live on YouTube, thank you so much. We are getting the comments. They are real positive. Thank you for watching. Thank you, the school administration. Thank you, the Board of Governors. Thank you, the teachers. And above all, thank you, the students. It's indeed amazing. The comments are great. The comments are so encouraging. Have you looked at some of them?
Yes. They are full of enthusiasm. That's what I can say. At this juncture, I would like to thank again the Board of Governors, KIBULI Secondary School, our dear head teacher, the staff, the students at large. The confidence is really getting big and good. Thank you so much, the teachers, for building confidence in our children. Thank you so much.
All right. Next, we have Africa on stage with the speech entitled, The Change I Want to See.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I alone cannot change the world, but I can cast a stone across the waters to create many ripples. Those sweet words were said by Mother Teresa. The guest of honor, special invited guests, distinguished adjudicators, teaching and non-teaching staff, student leaders, and the students of KIBULI Secondary School, ladies and gentlemen, I salute you all in the mighty name of Allah. My name is Najuma Masi Fatuma, the spokesperson for Youth Arise Uganda, an organization that looks at transformation among the youth in political, social, and economic aspects of life through mass sensitization. Youth Arise Uganda is so delighted to be represented at this function as KIBULI Secondary School joins the rest of Uganda to launch the National Patriotic Program in schools. This program is aiming at inculcating values and norms of patriotism in students and the youth of Uganda. And this year's theme states, "A better world begins with me." This is the reason as to why I started by quoting Mother Teresa when she said, "I alone cannot change the world, but I can cast a stone across the waters to create many ripples." We don't change the world by pointing out what is wrong with it, but by upgrading our models of reality to coincide with what we wish to see in the world. This is called the inside-outside job, and this job requires you to redesign yourself in order to suit you. If you want to change the world, start with yourself first. Just like an American author and speaker, John C. Maxwell said, most people want to change the world in order to improve their lives, but the world they need to change first is the one inside themselves. Imagine a corrupt judge taking on a corruption case when he's already bribed to make false judgments. Think of a fornicating priest preaching while emphasizing the 10 Commandments, all under the guise, do as I say, but not as I do. It is this generation that needs to fight and put an end to corruption and all its associated evils. And this begins with me, you, and everyone around. Since time immemorial, corruption has been depleting national wealth and has always been a roadblock to our democracy and rule of law. It is this generation that needs to fight and put an end to corruption. Before you complain about how the world is treating you, you should think of how you're treating the world. Don't always complain that the way isn't there. If you can't find it, then create it. And by the way, did you know that if you think the world is conspiring against you, it will definitely do that? The future only rewards those that press on. Like Mahatma Gandhi said, you should be the change that you want to see in the world. And if the change is powerful, it will gather momentum to affect the whole of humanity. Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. With the youth and the students who are here are the leaders of tomorrow. And the main objective of a good leader is to help those doing poorly to do well, those doing well to do better. Do not follow where the path may lead. Instead, go ahead where there is no path and leave a trail. Your story is the greatest legacy you leave to your friends. I myself would like to be remembered as someone who made a difference in the lives of the young people, that I nurtured them and told them to pursue their dreams. I want to be a role model. And do you know why? Because role models are very important people in our lives. They're the ones that point into the right directions that we take. Before you complain of how the world is treating you, you should think of how you're treating the world. Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. We always need to take instant action, and as Youth Arise Uganda, this is our main objective. They say to be a good guest is to know when to leave. I'd like to conclude by calling upon all political and religious leaders to practice what you preach, understanding that there is a generation looking up to you. Always take instant action and leave a trail, even if it requires you to stand alone, as long as you stand for what you believe in and the truth. If you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you cannot walk, then crawl. But in whatever you do, you should keep moving forward. COVID-19 is real. Don't forget to go for vaccination and as well follow the SOPs given to you by the Ministry of Health. AIDS is real. Take care. I remain Najuma Masifatuma, the spokesperson, Youth Arise Uganda. May God bless you.
Wow. Wow. Africa oye. Aga Khan oye. Luangula oye. And Kakungulu oye. MC.
Mr. Harun.
Yes.
Allow me to read some of the comments from the parents
Yes.
that are watching us live. One comment comes from Mr. Abenaite Alan, and he says, congratulations, KIBULI Secondary School, for having us live on air. Then another comment says, wow, this is worth being publicized. Nice stuff. Then we have another point from Mr. Ibrahim Motiava. He says, yes, Mr. Presenter, the show is loud and clear. Thank you, Haj Semakade.
Wow, can we give our head teacher a round of applause? Thank you so much. Where is Mr. Subgahud? He's around. Can you stand up for recognition? Yes, he's the man behind the live coverage we have this morning.
Then we have Mr. Lukwago Umar. He says, great work, KIBULI SS. Then Then we have Mr. Tamale Ali. He says, Kibuli, keep it up. Kibuli, wow.
Yes. So ladies and gentlemen, you can see that we are live. As we get into the next session of presentations, I want to first of all make this announcement. We have got so many chairs that have been brought, and we expect everybody to be downfield. I don't expect to see any chair, a white chair, up there and not in the field. So whoever is seated on a white chair, can you bring it downfield immediately? Whoever is seated on a white chair, bring it downfield as soon as possible. Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting into the next session, but we are still getting guests with us who have come, who have joined us this morning to grace this occasion. May I take this opportunity to welcome Mr. Kawesi Dalausi from Kibuli Demonstration School. Can you stand up, please? Yes, he is representing the head teacher who is on official duty. You are most welcome. So the next session of presentations is demanding, and on stage we have Kakungulu House, and I would like to applaud you for being right on time. And may I take this opportunity also to request Ruwangula House to be backstage as Kakungulu performs. Kakungulu is going to present their mime on theme entitled Save the Future by All Stars. Yes, DJ, you can sample as they get ready. Sample them as they get ready. That is DJ Kokole. Thank you so much. I would like to appreciate the students for the discipline. Thank you so much for being disciplined students. Thank you, our teachers, for doing an amazing job. And thank you, everyone, for making this function a success where we are so far.
Easy takes me on Snapchat, sexy snaps me out, beating like a rap chat. Cause in my quality bed, quality rest is rest that is short for you. Me ready shoot my shots and you. Looking for your private story. Let me see you in your full glory. Anything I want you show me. She did finish work, she did go in. No man can ever clone me. I'm the realest, she knows me. Fulfill all that you told me. I'ma finish work, baby, go in. Yeah. You been on my mind lately. They won't forget your boom boom now. Yeah. You been on my mind lately. Forget your boom boom now. You wanna see you soon. You should be here now. Come guys, man. You wanna see you. All I need is you. Baby, stay in the room. Yeah. You can alright. Save these dreams of me. You don't go to my iPhone 100. You make a bicycle and a boy will not in my eyes, you mama, you don't tell her. I ain't telling cause I give you umbrella. I thought we in this together. Give you my necklace, pendant. Give you my last cash, pendant. I show you my best friend. I thought we in this together. Give you my necklace, pendant. Show you my best friend. I give you my last guy, you spend down. Everything I do, I under 50 on buli kirabika nkolako juju bifaananyi byo nabitimbatimba mu nju norekyo nkuyita jangu I'm in love with you. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. I'm in love with you. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Trust me with your heart, I won't mess up. Then it won't go, I won't give up. Trust me with your heart, I won't mess up. Then it won't go, I won't give up. I go fight for your love like Jet Li, Jet Li, Jet Li, Jet Li. I could give you a ride in my Bentley, 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 Bentley.
Can they move like a disco? One nick in my lolata. Happy pose, happy actor. So they put me ball under. Oh, yeah, come take a picture. Run right, young buyer. Oh, yeah, follow my instruction. Cut the smoke cannabis. Doctor say make a pop on the.
Musawa, please. Musawa, daddy afako. Musawa. Musawa. Daddy, please. Musawa. Musawa, daddy afako. Musawa. Daddy, don't.
Years have come, years have gone by, but nothing at all seems to take away AIDS.
AIDS is a killer, killing my brothers, it's killing my sisters. Hey. Wekatilowoza ku mulembe, omutali mukenenya, omutali kulwaza, omutali kuzika mabuje. Twaweza kusimama pamoja, na pamoja twaweza kumushinda adui ukimwi tumufukuze. Namwe abazadde mukube nnyo kwogera n'abaana bamwe kubikwatagana n'essirimu mubagambe bagumiikirize. You can save the children, you can save the future if you and I change the way we live. Abstain from addictions, be faithful to each other. AIDS is a killer, no matter who you are. Mazima tusobola nnyo okuteekeko mu busirimu singa tubeera beesigwa mu bufumbo bwaffe.
Let us come to God, change your morals. Ololwe tunasobola okulwanyisa n'endwadde.
Sasa nakushauri enenda upimwe damu, ujiwe ulivyosimama, utunze maisha yako. Ate kiseera kisobola okumulwanya n'abaana bangushe babone nimibeereko.
Mugende mwekebeze oba omulwadde kuba olya bulungi mwejjanjabe ate wewala okusiiga abalala.
Change the way we live. Abstain from addictions, be faithful to each other. AIDS is a killer, no matter who you are.
We can save
the children, save the future.
Abasirimu
If you and I
batubafiire
change the way we
tusikire.
live.
oyo ntunula mu ntaana z'abaana baffe.
Faithful to each other.
Mukatira tabagenda tebadda nyabo.
No matter who you are.
Don't say regret them, don't let them down. Just love them the way they are. Mubagalete, mubasosola barwate, bebantu bafe. Feel the love.
Then we can stand together and overcome this killer.
We can save the children. We can save the future. If you and I change the way
Wow.
Wow. I'm humbled.
Kakungulu oye.
Kakongolo oye.
Amazing.
Kakongolo House with a mime, save the future.
Okay. Kakungulu, are you hissing? Can I hear you hiss?
Next on stage we have Luwangula House with a mime of theme, entertainment. And it says to Tereze Amakubo by Nanduja.
MC,
Yes, please.
have you ever seen a patient dancing on a hospital bed?
No.
Wow. At least I saw that. Thank you so much, Kakungul, for that mime. Thank you so much. As Luangula gets on stage, Africa, you should be getting ready. DJ, wait a moment. DJ, moment. Yes.
The head boy of Kibuli Secondary School, can you please come to the teacher's tent right now? The head boy.
As Luangula is on stage, I expect Africa to be backstage. We want to save time. I'd like to thank our parents who are live and watching us. Thank you so much for the spirit, and thank you for loving your school, and thank you for supporting your sons and daughters, because when they know that you're outside there watching them, it gives them the courage, the interest to participate.
Our dear parents that are watching us live, we have already done the following items. We have done the school anthem for all houses. We have done the speech for all houses. We have done the mime by Kakongolo House. And our dear parents watching us live right now, we have the Luangula mime. Please enjoy. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel,
And
Kibuli
like, please.
Secondary School.
DJ.
The head boy, can you report to the tent, the teacher's tent?
Yeah. Yeah.
Classic.
Back then when I was a new youngin', Charlie, you were trying to run on me. I've been going on my own. I've been doing things unknown. Said day one, you running right back. Say the drama, you running off track. It's a one life, you tell me one life. One time, you tell me one time. Open your eyes,
DJ,
baby.
DJ,
Can you be wise, cause I'm a
DJ.
bright baby.
This goes to all candidates. If you are participating in any item, immediately you get off stage, please converge there for the pics of your yearbook. So Kakungulu participants, candidates who have just gotten off stage, please can you come and converge here for the picture of the yearbook. Thank you. DJ, sample them.
I need to be now, cause I'm done with it now. No more damages, no more damages. Back then when I was a baby girl, I was yours and you were my world. Tell me what you wanna do for me now. Take you down and I will hold you to run my race, cause you run it right there. Run my race, cause you take it right there. I've been down, I've been running right there. I've been out, could you take it back there? Pull up tonight, I might be risky. Buy me stomach, forget the whiskey. But you still wanna get back with me. You tryna be the one and deal with. Don't got my phone, you're not a madman. You miss the way in not the one chance. I live my life, don't need you with me. Yeah. So tell me what.
I'ma get no be so. Yeah, you won't capture my soul. I'ma get no be so. Make you one wumbo lumbo. Better bye. Better bye. I'm loose. Even better done the bye. Tonight in Josie, I'm in Josie. Won't call if you want one Josie. I'm not playing with you, I'm not joking. My thought of mom is loaded. Me you can fight up, but I'm on board. I'm on duty, but I'm on low-key. They want do me, they want do me. They want do me, gonna want do me. When you won't want me, when you won't want me. I'm in San Francisco, Jammy. When you won't want me, when you won't want me.
never seen a girl like you. See you like my tattoos. Tell me I want to be inside you. She's my woman, inside Puna, sweet like sugar. In my new van, come to me, and they swim like tuna. When you want me, when you want me, I'm in San Francisco, Jammy. When you want me, when you want me, I just flew into Miami. Bye, bye. I'm due. Give a bed, you done it, bye.
Ruangula, can you hasten? Can you hasten the arrangement? Can you hasten with the props? Hasten with the props. We are time barred. We are time barred. Meanwhile, Africa, you should be backstage by this time. Africa, you should be backstage. As Aga Khan, you prepare. As of now, I'm quite impressed by the house patrons. Please keep it up. House patrons, please keep it up. Let's have these items following each other without a break. Thank you so much.
On stage, we have Luangula House. Can we please listen carefully and enjoy? Dear students, can you be silent and we enjoy? Senior fives. Are those senior fives? Senior one, senior five. Senior five students, can you concentrate?
The next houses that will be coming after Luangula, I request you to please be quick in organizing your props so that we don't take a lot of time on stage. Luangula, the bell went long time ago.
Mama Net, Nanduja,
Brian Beats.
Africa Our House, oye. Africa, oye. That was a presentation from
Africa Tutereze Amakubo. That was their mime on theme. That was the mime on theme.
That was Luangula. Luangula, oye. That was a presentation from Luangula House. Next on stage we have Africa with a traditional dance.
Luangula, are you there? I can't hear you. Aga Khan, are you there? Aga Khan, oye? Ozzy. The way you are quiet. Okay. Meanwhile, Africa should get on stage with the traditional dance. I think it's Runyege Ntogoro. Hey, we are going in for Imbalu. We are going in for Imbalu. Anybody from Umbale here, can I see your hands? Wow. Mr. Haji Semakade, you should know that the biggest population is from Mumbale. Amahua. Okay.
Dear parents watching us live, please subscribe and continue subscribing to our events. Live on YouTube, Kibuli Secondary School.
And that's on everything.
DJ, hold on. We have some comments from the parents. DJ Low, as Africa gets on stage, can we read some of the comments? We have one comment here from a parent, Zura Pretty. She says, no, this is Janat Iga. I think a parent to Nakachashatra from 5 Matova. And mom says hello. We have Mugabe Amina. She says, Nadia Nakafu, I'm waiting for your performance in Nyabo, Aga Khan House. Yes. Zura Prite says, thank you so much, Kibuli SS. I can see all is good. Oh, my Allah bless our children. This is Subra Social Sports Club Gulu. I'm in Ajumani. Yes, and it's clear. Parent to Onen Senior 5. Bulwada Mariam, waiting to see my son Semakula. Shaniza Tricia, everyone greetings to Kusasira Vanessa and so on. Another parent is saying, help read our comments and let our kids feel our presence. That's what we are doing right now. Okay. This one says, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Well done, the teaching and non-teaching staff and the students. You make us proud.
Wow, you find it in the only school. A round of applause for us.
A round of applause
for the only school.
Students, can you clap for yourselves? Can we clap for the participants who are getting on stage? Yeah. They are doing a real wonderful and great job. Thank you so much. I thank the patrons. The work is simply amazing. Hajat Nasaza, can you stand up for recognition? Hajat Nasaza. Yes. She has done a great job in the organization as well. We have Haji Bwete around. Please, can you stand up for recognition? Yes, these are the brains behind this organization. Haji Chijambu, can you stand up for recognition? Thank you so much. Our beloved teachers, you can stand. Maybe the other student at the corner wants to see their good teacher who is present. Can we stand up, teachers? Yes. And thank you so much for the coordination, teachers. Somebody is saying the winning teacher. I don't know. Okay.
So right now on stage we have Africa House with a traditional dance, Imbalo. Enjoy.
Where's church? Church.
remain on stage. Don't close the curtains. Don't close the curtains. Remain on stage. Remain on stage for a minute or two. That has been Aga Khan.
Africa. Africa House.
And you people are sleeping. That has been Ru. Oh, Africa. Africa, oh yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, Africa. That has been Africa House with the traditional dance. Imbalu. Next on stage, we have Aga Khan with a mime entertainment entitled
Balance.
Balance. Okay. Can we listen to some of the comments from our parents? This comes from Moses Mulindwa. Salamu alaikum. Kemugenzi Zakaria S1 West. Much love to Kibuli SS. Baluka Medi, I love this guy. He's great. Sharifu, we are seeing you. Your subscriptions, please parents, subscribe and like our page. Nancy Harris, great stuff. Kudos to our teachers, trainers and students. Lots of love from Ryan Luzinda's mom, Chef Nancy. Sarah Senyondo says, I have seen my son, Shakur Katende, performing for the first time, inshallah. Hey, your parents are seeing you.
Live on YouTube.
Live on YouTube. We have Imran in Tanda. Hajat Halima, you are much appreciated on this platform. Mohsin in Tanda in Africa House coming next, okay? We have Josephine Jamila, says Nawera Jamila, Africa House, oh yeah. Greeting to Higenyi Ryan. Then we have a parent from Ohio, Columbus, USA. Ziada, she says, we love our children. I stand with Africa House. Mariam Nachiseka. We have Edith Namudu. The performances are great. Well done, all you. We are so proud of you. Mam Tupenina Nachiganda 3 North. We have Hajat Rehema, mother to Hadija and Hasfa Kawesi, anxiously here waiting for your performances. Jemuli, you come and perform to the best of your ability. Do you have some? Do you have some? I continue?
You can continue, MC.
Okay, we have Hans Technical Services Limited. I'm Hajat Halima, a mother to Ntanda Musin, waiting for my lovely boy on stage. Well done, Kibuli. Yes, we are the only school. This is Namakula Hadija. Greeting to my son, Mubiru Hassan Aga Khan House, 1 South. Waiting for your participation. Thank you so much, KIBULI SS administration. Haji, you can hear. Halisi Luzinda, thanks KIBULI for the wonderful organization. Ryan Luzinda, S1 dad and mom are online watching and supporting your house. We have Hasfa Naruiga. You have made my day, KIBULI SS. Here dancing along. Mama Bugembe, Jamal, Hamdan, and Hashim. This is Cynthia Okumu. Good job. My brother Okumu Joshua, Senior 5. Can't wait to see you. Keep it up, KIBULI. Nachmone Kasara, thank you so much. Cases, greetings to Usra from S1. Aisha and Sarah from Mom. Life is Best Electricals, Chiembe. Amina Sanyu, well done. This is Amina, parent to Chigundu Husuna, Form 1, and Chigundu Habib, Form 5. Mobiru Babra, thanks for the performance, Aga Khan. Oh yeah! Greetings to my daughter Sumaya Namusisi, S1 East, S1 East. And lastly, there are so many, they are just flowing in like water. We have one from Yasin Rwandaga. Well done, KIBULI SS. Waiting to see my son, Second Faizo from Form 5. Ladies and gentlemen, on stage, we have Aga Khan House with a mime entertainment by entitled
Balance
by We are going to see a lot of balances here. But before we get there, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to announce amidst us we are privileged and honored to have Dr. Sada Nachejwe Chimuli. Doctor, can you wave to the audience? A lecturer at MOOBS, and she's the chairperson of the academic committee of the Board of Governors of KIBULI SS. Madam, you are most welcome.
You're most welcome.
And she's also an old girl. Over which house? Aga Khan oye! You have an old girl here. Thank you so much for coming and for honoring our invitation. I think the board is well represented. We are good to go, Aga Khan.
kuza ssente kitegere walugwamu boosi okufuna ekituufu weetunda so bangamba kodi mukopi wabakuwadde nnyo nusu 10 ekyali kimpakudde okudda mu kyano onsoledde akeetaano mbadde n'endowooza ennyongere 10 kuba nina ekizibu mwatuka simu bw'onsabye balansi onkubye ensonyi kindaze nti teweeyinza nalyoka nendwawo okuza obubaka kuba ku rediyo njisudde lukebe ne bw'oyita sheeka yimbe mu mmisa kyoba weerabira balansi
ebintu bya siringi rupiya zikunyola ekyalo n'ozigenze wala n'okufuna obufunyi sente z'emmere olina okukazana zolemedde ez'omudidi nnyabo kati omuzaki bane wange baayuya zinokuwa olugumi mmala kulaba olina odduliwa sidiibuuda nakane ku bbiya anzisonda nenywera guno omwangungu kinyambye ennyo gazi y'ensawo ate mwe munkuula so nali ndokose ekintu bakazi anzikwa nnyo naye mwere munswamiriza buli ampitako ateekenya ebbina era mbawe ssente sikyateesa kati mbala 2 kita mu bwangu ompeereze ka balansi mirimu gyammwe gindabya nnaku mpeereza akange
owayakamu nze nakwata mu nsawo
erabira nali nakwata mu omuli 10 nabwenkwata mu 15
ne gwe bakwana naye bamusaba balansi
tandikiremu 5 n'amaliramu emeka
kale eraba omusajja ng'ono wayombera emitwalo 5 songa eri abatoola emmotoka oba obuleera simaalo pima abakyala b'oba okwana aboolwasa gye bali owoolyawo naye nze ku kuredi eyange nze watoola sikantu ye n'obuteera banga ndwadde ekibitigeryakanga abaana akwagala afuna atya amaanyi nga totaka sente wemima nkwebaziza obutanywa bbiya kubanga tagula siringi 10 nekuba kaseera kikole babanyiridde otwesonyiwe omuntu gwesabye mwabulwa esonyi yegwe wetulubye okutte mu nsawo osimbuka wawe kuba endomo onderezaya balansi ndudde n'okulaba omwami azisaba abalina amagezi wakirizifa wamma abakyala n'ekyakikola sisesemanze balansi simulina
nze gwoyita omubingo kakasa enkoze ssente tuzana abalungi ku ngalo
gwe ku bukopi bw'okukakasa ofuna omukazi yekanga omwambudde
naawe busiru bw'obutalaba bakukkiriza nandikuwadde akabangata
taata tonsibye nkutebuse musajja nk'obadde ogoba kunkuula
gwe mubyaganya okusesema onsibye 10 ate olemera balansi
yabumbujja bikyataswaluka nali muguza kyampaleza balansi
akanya bw'otogenda kunziba ndayira nakimpu gwenziriza sente tuya
wallayi kankubeere kunzita tontiisatiisa nze sigaba balansi
kyakukola ekikyamu matiri
ebyowowoola nkuyita kwewusa
tewava okuba omusajja akuwasa
abalinga gwembeesonye
yakuyisa obwereere mukulu
ago mandaazi enkwana ekulemye
kale tuteesenga abantu abakulu
tuteese bikyakabira ne balansi
ere kumumbe nga nkibazi
nyongere 10 nfune mulala empya
basajja bannange omukazi anziba
kuba enduulu ng'omusiru w'ekyasa
bakubeere kumumbe nga nkibazi
nyongere 10 nfune mulala empya
basajja bannange omukazi anzibi
kuba enduulu ng'omusiru w'ekyasa
bakubeere kumumbe nga nkibazi
nyongere 10 nfune mulala empya kutongoza gwe musiru w'ekyasa ate omponya mbadde njagala nkukuule n'ebibuno bikuuliremu
MC
Yes, please.
abantu mukyasaba balansi
Mutuwulire.
mukyasaba balansi Nze mbivuddeko sikyasaba balance.
These are our students that we teach here in Kibuli Secondary School. Clap for our teachers for all the skills they're instilling in our students.
Can we give Aga Khan House another round of applause? Aga Khan Oye. What a timely moment when our chairperson of the academic committee is here and the Aga Khan House is on stage. Before we get comments from the parents, Muereza Melvin Senior 3 East and Ahimbisiwe Elton S1, please can you go to the sick bay right now? And okay, I think it's the same. Ahimbisiwe Elton, please go to the sick bay right now. Meanwhile, let us have the next house on stage. That is, I think, Ruangula with the traditional dance, Chiganda dance. I'm emphatic, we are not changing anything. We are going as per program. We are going as per program.
Allow me to read right now the parents' comments.
Nachito, a moment. Nachito Hanifa, come to the DJ box. Please go ahead. We hear the comments from the parents.
This comment comes from Mr. Baluka Mede. He says, "Hi, Mogera and Nakafero Nadia. Mommy loves you so much. I'm waiting for your performances." And another parent, Nanchinga Catherine Nagadia, says, "Shirat, we love you, baby girl, from your family." Another parent from Naguja Jackie says, "Thank you so much, Kibuli Secondary School, for the teamwork and organization. Dear our parents, you're live on our YouTube channel, Kibuli Secondary School. Please continue subscribing to our channel. Thank you very much."
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, at this very moment, I'm glad to announce the arrival of our chief guest today. I don't think that I'm in a better position to say who he is, but I can simply mention that we are privileged to have the Commissioner, Physical Education, Minister of Education and Sports, as our chief guest. Can we welcome our guest? Thank you so much. He can wave to you. Formal introduction will be done at a later stage. We expected Ruangula to be on stage. We expected Ruangula to be on stage. I don't know whether we are forfeiting the marks for this particular item or we are going by that.
Okay, we still read some comments from the parents.
Please.
There's a comment from Madam Mariam Kamanya says, "Thank you so much, Kibuli Secondary School, for the great work." Another comment from Madam Namkwaya Madina says, "Kibuli just makes wonders. Everything is wow. I'm a mom from Semakula Faswal, S1 East." Another one is Prince Ahmed, Assalamu alaikum, Aga Khan Oye. And by the names of Mwebe Ahmed, Dad to Mwebe Imran, though I have not yet seen him yet.
He will come on stage.
All right, inshallah. Greetings to the headmaster, Mr. Semakade, and Mr. Sechimwanyi Rashid.
Let's clap for Mr. Sechimwanyi. Hey.
Another one is from Namganyi Hawa. Well done. Kibuli on top. Waiting to see my girl, Rahma Namtevi.
Okay, thank you so much. Those are the comments from our parents. It's a confirmation that we are live. This function is highly virtual. Mr. Kasuja, can you stand up for DJ? Can you stand up for recognition, Mr. Kasuja? Yes, Mr. Kasuja is the director co-curricular, and this function falls directly under his docket. Thank you so much for that. DJ, sample them as we give Luangula House only 5 minutes to get here, or else we have your item cancelled.
Another season. You make me sick, weak and weaker. Body da kumu kumu now I'm weaker. It's like you're playing my heart, I'm weaker. Jocha kumu ningali ko hita. Wahulina wa you my future. Wada no nya walaga. I see no more you. My knees, you're the only thing I miss. My knees, you're the only thing I miss. One day can we lose your knee? Yeah, no, so what? Oh, when no season, Ningali Mukobera. One day can we lose your knee? Yeah, no, so what? When no season, Ningali Mukobera.
She only booze, she take no cigarette. I be cool and you, she an operator. She do her thing, not care about the hater. Moto, she not feel one look. Nalo, and yeah, you want to live up, ya international. Oh no, you take one, she hold my hand, she say, come here. She whine on wine like she never let go. She love it when I give it to her. Huda. She ready to give it to me. Huda. Pula na vino. Pula na vino.
My name is Ricky Blaze.
By this time, we would be having Luangula on stage. Can I see Africa backstage? If Africa gets here before Luangula, we are cancelling out Luangula. We are cancelling out Luangula. I'm giving you 3 minutes to get ready. Else, we are cancelling you out. DJs, do that. 3 minutes. We count Luangula out.
No mercy, just speed up. She want me fly. She not ease up. She said, no mercy, just speed up. She want me dilly. She want me dolly. She want me burn tires and heat. She want me to flash at the time. Stand up and show them say that me a stunt. Never.
Baby, go on it on me right in your love. Tell me sign a chocolate and know your love. Cut a gym for you and that or gym for more. Kick us up, kick on your to form the life. We are the power couple tower, get a call with the queen and a king. Count to Sazachi, more let a life go. Remember, go your car, you're the king, man, you win, set to call a loss. Badala. Sekubaya car, you're the one, badala. Badala. Sekubaya car, you're the one.
Sebanchaye Bust Senior 2, can you come to the teacher's tent? Sebanchaye Bust Senior 2, come to the teacher's tent.
boy now, ile boy now. Oh, I don't wanna. Live my life for you, live my life for you. All over the news, all over the news. Only God and I know the kind of thing I do, the kind of thing we do. Man, I thank God I got the lead. Say God no ungodly. Oluwa I comforting me. When these people they come body me. Man, I thank God I got the lead. Say God no ungodly. Oluwa I comforting me. When these people they come body me. It's why I try sometimes.
A rig man, you done. Yeah, I'm going to my guys. Chala Mantuan. She say be mubaga, but no nyagwena wako. Somebody must come when they want to and put it on my table. Outside, that's all I come inside. Touch like carbon dioxide. I'm in the oxygen. I don't know what to call me. I think it's a bit hitting me heavily. Shot is a tequila zilly deadly. But the dieta got a mentally. She got a big bam, pretty girl, boy, a bit good on them. What's the money? Nakumanya chichemba there, pretty girl, boy, a bit good on them. For I'm sorry. I can't find my girlfriend. Baby, company, when you company, you can't fatigue. She la chuta mani, potambuza chimanye kwete. Mwita mulete, baby sema tu ya dola machilete. Siku zote, nenya nanjo ya yendo kulute. Intelligent. Uli dekende, uli rogu swali. Intelligent.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are sorry for that delay, but we are still on track and we shall be on time. On stage we have Luangula House with a traditional dance, and that is the Chiganda dance. Our dear chief guest and our guests. Today we are holding the MDD inter-house competitions. The school theme for the year is collective achievement, my responsibility. And the theme for this festival rhymes well with the school theme. And this year's theme for MDD is A Better World Starts With Me. So if you create a better world, then you are collectively making achievement in KIBULI SS. Luangula House, you should be set by now. We should be set by now. Luangula House, are we good to go? Good. And thank you, Africa House, for being there on time. Kudos to Africa House. Africa House, are you there? Luangula, what do you have to say? Are you sure? You should be saying this at this time. Okay? The bell has gone. And this goes to the house patrons. We are going as per program. The program you have, we are not adjusting anything. So be mindful of that. We are going as per program. So you better organize yourself in advance. The bell has gone. I don't know what the adjudicators have got to say.